Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Gayatri Magi and I am back with some more content for you. So for a very long time now, I have been in that kind of a space where I used to think like, and I'm talking about myself, say 5, 6 years, 10 years back. Okay, so I always thought that life was actually something which should be free from problems. Like there would be no problems that existed at all, and you are just living peacefully. Like, so when I was a kid, I always thought that when I become an adult, I'll be living that luxurious life, and things will be so smooth and so happy and so glory with no troubles, nothing. And eventually I come to know that in some or the other way, life keeps throwing its challenges at us in some or the other way. And even if there are days when there are no problems, I have my own mind to create one. So eventually, from early this year, I have been going through a very challenging phase on a personal front, and which has definitely evolved me. And because of the teachings that I am getting from my life coach and my parents, and the support and love that I've been getting from all these power banks, one thing that I've got to know is that you are alive only till the time these challenges are being thrown at you. These challenges are coming in our life. Even if you talk mathematically about it, a straight line, okay, means you're dead. Okay, that straight horizontal line. Only when there are those waves going on and those fluctuations going on means that there is something happening in your life. Okay, it applies to us, and that is one thing that I learned out of this situation. And that is why this question arises, that how when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I used to think that when I'll become an adult, things are going to be so smooth. But that is not the case, because at some or the other given point of time, things and situations are going to arise in our life which might not exactly go the way we want them to go. And that is when we say that there's a problem, okay, or there's a situation or there's a challenge that has come up. Having said that, it made me realize that happiness is in fact a choice. It is an internal thing. Okay, you want to be happy, you will find happiness even at the lowest in your life. And I could do that, I could feel that, and I would be a fool if I wouldn't accept and I would deny seeing it. Because when you are craving for something, for example, say love from one particular area, and you are not getting it, to ignore that love that you're getting from your family members and your friends and all your well-wishers who are trying to be there from you, and we just choose to not acknowledge it, is nothing but being foolish. And that is something I learned, that there is so much of support, there is so much of love, there is so much of the showers of blessings that you feel at times, and that makes you so stronger. And it is in that moment that I realized that yes, happiness is in fact an internal thing. Okay, a concept that I would usually just let go and ignore. But now I felt yes, it is a choice. And secondly, this was the first thing that I realized, and the second thing that I realized was to accept. Because to accept, meaning to accept the situation, to accept what is happening with you. Okay, why do I say this? Is because it brings that peace within you. It calms you down, and then it helps you think rationally how you want to hit it, how you want to face it. Not hit it, I would say how you want to face the situation. Okay, it gives you that space and it gives you that calmness to find a solution, or to probably see what can be done about it, keeping and giving importance to yourself mainly, because at times we tend to be so brutal on ourselves and be so full of guilt that we forget that we are actually abusing ourselves. So it becomes very important to accept the situation, because that is going to bring peace within, and only that peace within is going to end up making that situation a little better and for your higher good. Thirdly and finally, what I learned from this entire thing is that it only helps you evolve. Because how I see myself, okay, before at the start of this year, and how I measure myself today on a qualitative basis, is I've evolved so much. So these situations in your life, they are welcome. They just come to help you grow. And it is, if somebody would have told me this thing earlier during the start of the year, then I would just brush it aside. But it is now. Sometimes you have to go through the pain to grow more, and to be that better version of yourself. I know and I understand completely. It sounds like absolutely theoretical, but it only makes sense when you come to the other side. When you have gone through the storm and you come to the other side, do you realize that yes, this in fact taught me a lot. And this, all of these situations, okay, all of these situations, they end up becoming a blessing in disguise. So now when I look back, I would actually tell my 10 and 15 and 12-year-old self that yes, problems are never going to, they will never cease to exist. They will never ever cease to exist. But it is just how we are looking at them. My life coach, in fact, once told us that there's nothing like a problem. And he was like, do you believe it? And I was like, if you're saying it, then it might there might not be something like a problem. But what happens there is, when you say that there is nothing like a problem, then what happens? How do you define it? It just means that there are situations in your life. It just means that there are challenges in your life. And when you say that there is a challenge, you are ready to face it. You are ready to go through everything, all the hardships and all the difficult times and all the pain, to become a better version of yourself. And I feel so grateful for all the people in my life who have been there, been so patient with me to at least help me through it. And not only this year, some of the other times, like last year I was facing a difficult time finding a job for myself. So even then I realized so much about myself. It helped me become a little better. Okay, all these things are taking me into flashback, even those times during my 12th standard marks when I was so terrible after scoring so low and so less in my examination. Okay, how that helped me evolve, because eventually it will only make you a better person. So if it is actually, you can take this as a homework that you can actually go back. Okay, that is a professor saying it, okay, giving you an assignment. So eventually when you go back and you see all your situations, you will only realize you have become better. So it is okay. So I feel we should, if there's a challenge which comes up, anything that is not happening according to us, I think we should be happy about it. I know we don't be happy about it, we become a little sad, sometimes very sad. But मुझे तो अब ऐसे कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया है कि वो हमारे अच्छे के लिए ही होगा. And so yes, that's about the thought of the day. And I love talking to you all. I really love talking to you all. Though I'm just looking at that camera on the mobile, I still feel that I am talking to this entire mass of audience who are out there and sharing the same vibe as me. So if you're one of them, do let me know from the comment section that how did you find this and how do you relate with this. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye and have a great day. Stay blessed.